Hello and welcome to the Energetics of Business podcast, where we bridge the gap between the woo-woo and the tech. My name is Michelle Douglas and I'm an energetic alignment expert helping entrepreneurs to tap into their inner power and create a business that flows with ease and authenticity. In each episode, we'll dive into the strategies that blend soulful alignment with practical business know-how. Now, let's dive in and align your business from the inside out.
Okay, so let's unpack this today. We're doing a deep dive, and it's based on some really powerful insights from Michelle. She's an energy and empowerment specialist over at energeticsoffbusinesshub.com.
Right, and she works with a very specific group, doesn't she? Like spiritual practitioners, healers, coaches.
Exactly. People who, they know they're here to serve, they have this calling, but actually getting in front of the right clients, that feels like a real struggle.
Yeah, that's such a common thing I hear in those fields. You've got this amazing gift, this desire to help, but the usual advice on like marketing and sales just feels
like it doesn't fit.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't resonate.
And that's where Michelle's approach comes in, particularly for platforms like LinkedIn. She basically says, throw out the old rule book as part of this whole Energetics of Business series she does.
And what's really interesting is her take on why those old ways feel so draining, so wrong for these kinds of practitioners.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that because this is where it gets really fascinating. Michelle says trying to sort of force yourself into that typical professional box online, trying to sound like a TED Talk bot or just faking a persona. She says that's not just awkward, it's an actual energy leak.
An energy leak. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And she says, look, if that kind of traditional networking makes your soul shrivel, you're definitely not the only one.
Right. She really nails that feeling, that sense of inauthenticity. It's like, it sends out a signal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And Michelle argues that the clients you really want, your dream clients, they aren't looking for that slick pitch anyway.
So what are they looking for, according to her?
They're looking for what she calls aligned sales.
Aligned sales.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean, practically?
Well, it means attracting people because your genuine energy, just you being you, it resonates with them. It feels less like you're, selling something at them and more like you're genuinely inviting them into a transformation that you can actually help with. She says you don't need all the hype. You just need to speak from that deep part of you that knows the magic you bring.
So it's about meaning what you post, not just using some template.
Exactly. Your clients can tell. They want someone authentic.
So the feeling behind the post, the energy, that's actually more important than getting the words perfect.
Precisely. Michelle is really clear on this. Your authentic vibe, it shows up way before anyone reads your headline. I mean, think about it if you post because you feel you have to, or you're confused, or just worried about the algorithm.
Yeah, that algorithm anxiety is real.
Totally. That underlying energy, that feeling, it speaks volumes. It's louder than your actual words.
And that's the misalignment she talks about. So, okay, how does that push clients away?
Well, Michelle explains that people, especially in these fields, hire based on resonance. They pick up on energy whether they realize it consciously or not. So if your vibration is broadcasting stress or doubt or just, I don't really want to be doing this, it actually repels the exact people who would benefit most from your real gifts.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why she has that great line. You just can't outpost misalignment.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So for someone listening who feels this way, what's the key? What's the big step, according to Michelle?
The absolute crucial step, she says, is to shift your energy first. Before you even think about hitting post, before you send that connection request or whatever.
Shift your energy. Okay, but how? That sounds maybe a little abstract.
Well, she gets practical about it. It's about becoming vibrationally congruent with the outcome you want.
Vibrationally congruent.
Meaning your inner feeling state actually matches the result you want, like attracting that ideal client.
Yeah.
In her work, she helps people really understand the specific energy they're sending out, maybe unconsciously, and why it's creating a block. And importantly, she talks about specific physical actions you can take to actually shift that energy. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts.
Ah, okay. Physical actions. Like
Yeah.
what? Can you give an example?
Yeah, well, based on her stuff, it could be something really simple but quite profound, like maybe pausing for just a minute before you even open LinkedIn. Take a deep breath. Really connect with the feeling of helping someone who needs exactly what you offer. Or maybe noticing if you're like constantly checking your phone, feeling rushed right before you type something, that creates an energy leak too, right? Affects the message.
I see. So it's about spotting those unconscious habits and doing something tangible, something different.
Exactly. It connects the inner state to real-world action. Because, like she says, aligned action leads to aligned results. It has to.
Makes sense.
Think about the difference she points out. Posting from this energy of, oh, I really hope this lands, I hope someone buys something, versus posting from, I genuinely know this insight could help someone today.
Yeah. One feels kind of needy. The other feels generous, confident.
Exactly. Generous and confident in your value. One might get you some visibility maybe, but the other one, that's the energy that gets you hired because it magnetizes the right people.
Right. So clarity converts and alignment magnetizes. It's about dropping that LinkedIn mask, showing up as you really are, that soul-led expert who actually helps people. Then you stop selling and start attracting.
You let your energy do the heavy lifting, the inviting. And this whole energetic alignment piece, it's really central to her work. It's what she focuses on in her offer, the Aligned Business Breakthrough. It's designed specifically to help people get past those energetic blocks in their business.
And you mentioned it includes a specific tool.
Yeah, guided soul activation, designed precisely for making this kind of energetic shift.
Interesting. Well, this definitely raises a big question, I think, for anyone listening. When you really think about your own online presence, what energy do you feel like you're actually broadcasting out there? Something to reflect on.